This is Robert Hodge with a new Super Sound Showcase edition today, sponsored by Culture Fix here on WMBG. We are happy as we can be to have a brand new band that you probably are not familiar with yet. They are called The Way Back, and you know a couple of these members very well. Two of the most popular musicians in the area, Sammy Lee and Paul Todd, have joined forces, and they are playing with Brandon Frazier and Tommy Fisher. So, gentlemen, welcome to WMBG.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I've been looking forward to this. We've had y'all booked for a number of weeks, and this is exciting stuff. I have not heard this new band, and I don't usually book Sound Unheard.
Yeah.
Almost
well,
sight unseen.
Well, thank you for giving us the opportunity. We appreciate it.
Oh, but you know what? I'm so familiar with the two of you that I know it's got to be great.
There we go.
And tell me how this band got formed. How did this formation happen?
Honestly, these are all guys that I've met throughout, everything that I've done in Williamsburg, through William & Mary connections and the like. And I knew that they're all musicians, accomplished in their own right, and I was kind of looking to put together a group where we could just have some fun. We could write some original tunes and have some fun playing music. And these guys said, yeah, let's do that. Let's see how that goes. And we've had fun ever since. We're writing and we're performing a couple shows so far. And then we're going to drop off the map and finish writing some original music and focus on that. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
You must have had a heck of a good idea to start with, though, if you landed the Monster Fish.
Yeah, he is, and we all do this really cool thing where we're sharing each other's experiences and like growing together. So we're each evolving in our own individual careers too.
You look a little puzzled by that Monster Fish term. Come on, you know what I think about you, and you always try to play it so humble. But dude, you got so much talent. We got to talk about it sometimes.
I greatly appreciate that, Robert. But I'm just a musician. I'm just trying to learn, really. And that's one of the cool things about being in this group is being able to learn and experience and work with different types of music, because I primarily play bass in the group, and that's fun. I get to play like a bassist. House and I get to work together really close, and I get to work on my three fingers and stuff like that. My right hand gets a lot of work, and I like it. I'm enjoying it.
I mean, you're doing a good job as a bass player. But you're a killer guitar player, so if
awesome.
you've ever heard him, he's an amazing guitar player.
And I understand you've had only 2 gigs so far. Where
so
the
their
response is coming off.
Yeah, the response is really good. I mean, we've made a significant impact because, and we have a lot of personalities that we're all accomplished musicians. So like that's the easy part is the music, and then we just entertain the gigs and we the people, and we play to what they are looking for. If they're looking to start dancing immediately, we can change gears and call those tunes.
Mark of a pro. And if you subscribe to the old adage, basically you are going to adapt to whatever that audience wants, and y'all are brilliantly adept at that, so that's great. And I also like the idea that third time is a charm, and your third gig coming up on April 28th is going to be here at Oceans and Ale in Williamsburg. So
that's correct.
That's a good luck sign, I think, that we have you in here today. So if you listen to their music today and you decide that you want to hear them and see them in live formation and you want to meet them, you go on out on April 28th. Unfortunately, I'll be out of town that night. So I have said consistently that I think I'm the luckiest guy in the world, because when I find a band that I like, they come in here and play just for me. This is the ultimate in being spoiled, I think. So anyway, tell me, Sammy Lee, what everybody that is a fan of yours knows you work all over town. You came out of Waving Mary.
Yeah.
Tell us just a little background on your music and how that guitar got into your hands. And
so I started writing songs. Well, I started as a poet when I was really young, and I played a bunch of different classical instruments. I wanted to learn something that I could play by ear without looking at sheet music. So I picked up a guitar, taught myself how to play that at William & Mary, and then I got into vocals even more with a cappella group on campus, and started putting my original tunes to the music, and then it just kind of evolved from there. Turned that into a career, and played all over. Played with some great local bands who kind of showed me the ropes on what it takes to be produced and put on a professional polished show. And that was a band called the Rich Whiskey Audition with John Wade and a bunch of those cats. The Orlando brothers really showed me what it is to be like a tight group. And I left for Nashville, did some songwriting out there, came back, got my master's degree, and launched a startup that supports local music, and found my passion again and found some guys that share that passion with me.
Tell me about the Iota Collective, the creative collective.
So Iota Creative Collective was the brainchild that I have of building something that's for musicians but's developed by musicians. There's a lot of people out there who love the music scene and like to cultivate this music scene, but a lot of it is their impression of the music scene. So when you have something that's from the ground up built with the community in mind, taking the feedback and making the decisions on how the business is going to survive and grow from the musicians themselves, it becomes this self-perpetuating, beautiful thing. And we've had these events called the Originals, which is songwriters. Paul is one of them. And it highlights the talent that is in Hampton Roads in general. And this is, covering songwriters and original music creators from Virginia Beach all the way to Richmond. We got some people coming from abroad who are going to be here for the summer that are going to participate in some of the other ones. Okay. And it's just giving a place for original music and being able to really push that out there.
Well, that's great. And did I remember correctly? There were about 11 songwriters involved?
There were 8 songwriters in the first. We have 6 for our next event. Okay. And then we're looking to do something also at the East Coast Music Conference coming up in a couple months.
You mean the Guitar Fest? Or?
No, it's a music conference that's down in Norfolk.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's going to be pretty big.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing this music. What are you going to do first?
So the first one we're going to do is a song titled Run, Rebel, Run. Paul and I were talking about what we wanted to do, and I actually found, as you can see here, this is actually a really old piece of paper, and I wrote this song in 2012. Okay. And so we resurrected it and created some new music for it.
How did those holes get in it?
I have a dog that likes to step on my paper.
So he really did eat your homework. Okay.
Yeah, almost, yeah.
Well, that's cool. All right, let's hear this wonderful song. I can't wait.
Loose the wax and feathered wings and leave this broken world behind to see what fate may bring. As inspiration soars above, your worries fall behind. Courage built for lions, give your spirit strength for what you find. Don't put faith in worldly affairs, you find you lost your way. Trace the grace from God above and feel never face. Cast out all your demons, place your heart upon a shelf. Fill it full of love and leave the bitterness for someone else. Run, rebel, run, keep all that you need inside. Run, rebel, run, the devil's disease is pride. Don't lose your stride, enjoy the ride. But stand with iron in your veins. Your future's for the taking if you only break those chains. So follow someone's footsteps, mediocrity's in store. If you settle now for less, you wage and miss now. It's so much more. Run, rebel, run, all that you need inside. Run, rebel, run, the devil's disease is pride. Don't lose your stride, enjoy the ride. Tales that whisper winds may sing. Kisses laced with poison, been on top of their king. So hold your head up high and pay no mind to those who boast. Cause when you reach your end, you can't be sure this life was one you wrote. Run, rebel, run, keep all that you need inside. Run, rebel, run, the
Surprise ending. I like that. That's got a great energy to it. Almost reminiscent of a little Flat and Scruggs, like y'all are like racing against the clock there. That's fun. It's got a nice beat to it. I like it. Yeah. And 2012 you wrote that.
Yeah, I wrote that. Well, at least the lyric part, and then I cobbled something together a couple days ago. Now, musically.
Is this a world radio premiere? This band
yes.
for the first time on the radio? Okay,
yeah.
So you heard it first here on WMBG. We're going to go to a couple of commercials. We are thrilled that you are listening to Super Sound Showcase. We are sponsored by Culture Fix, and as always, I am grateful to them for their sponsorship and their support. So we will be right back. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, we will continue to stream, and you'll see the antics that go on in the studio, and the radio will come right back in about 3 minutes. Get yourself a drink and come right back. How's it going? You liking this?
Yeah, yes, it's fun. Cool. You know, I always like being on some radio shows. It's kind of cool. This is also so this is a debut for us, but it's also preparation. Paul and I are actually going to be heading down to another radio show called the Little Toe and Frankie Show that's down in Statesville, North Carolina, before we go to Nashville, Tennessee, and we're going to be playing out there together. Just some of the more country folky stuff that we also write as well. Nice. And what's really cool is that last night Tommy came over when we were rehearsing for today, and he was listening. He's so jazzed up about like the music and house as well. We're just like, every day it's like, hey, we can do this, or we can do something like this, or what do you think of this, or this is it. So we're sharing inspiration. It's a really cool thing. Like,
there's no bad ideas with us. Like, we'll try anything. Definitely with our musical taste, they vary. Like, it's cool we have so many different collaborations and stuff. Like me, you bring in the R&B and the funk and the soul and the rock, and then Tommy's definitely the gospel and the soul and the blues, and then these guys run the gambit. So we're able to like mix a lot of collaborate on so many different things.
Well, the beautiful thing is we're not shy, so we get in front of people and it's just kind of like, well, okay, maybe Paul hides behind his bangs a little bit, but like
he doesn't hide behind his bass.
Dang. It's usually a hat. I complimented this new hairdo.
Paul's a little bit less shy now that I let him borrow my bass cabinet, and he's gotten.
He can make some noise. It's got some punch.
It does. I mean, I pick country for the most part, and do jazz standards and stuff when I play alone. But when I play bass in the band, I get to play funk, which is and some of those changes. And I've been listening to Jocko lately, and I really dig it, and it's just fun. It's a good time.
Yeah, it's always fun.
It's a really good time, and then the writing aspect is going to be really, really cool. And we were talking about Sam. One of the songs was from the second one we're gonna do, or a different one. I don't remember. It was like, man, you write some country songs, and then Tommy was like, yeah, but then he started stomping out like beatboxing a rhythm, and Sammy started playing to that, and it went from being a country song to being sort of an R&B song almost immediately.
Right.
Well, most people don't realize that country and R&B is just displacing the beat from the country's a 1 and a 3, and R&B is a 2 and a 4. Yeah. There's a record that came out a few years ago called Rhythm, Country, and Blues, where Travis Tritt and Ray Charles they did Georgia on My Mind. So
they were great collaborations.
Yes, it was great. I mean, Lionel Richie wrote many country songs with Kenny Rogers. So.
Here we go. You are back with us, and we are the new Super Sound Showcase, sponsored by Culture Fix. We are here on WMBG 97.7 FM and AM 740. And if you're just joining us, we are listening to The Way Back. And these are 4 very talented musicians. Only 3 of them are in the studio right now. The other couldn't be here today because this was not in his work schedule. But we are looking forward to the fact that these gentlemen will be playing on April 28th at Oceans and Ales. So they have 2 more songs they're going to do for us. What's next?
So next is a song called This World.
Okay.
This one was actually something that I started developing when I was writing music in Nashville.
Okay.
And then again with these guys, I kind of resurrected some of these tunes that long sat in a pile of paper up in the attic, and they made it sound pretty good. So we're going to play that one for you.
Awesome. So it made the cut. Let's hear it.
It did. long years since I left this broken town. Left the heartache behind for the bottle that I found. Lost to visions, these decisions knock me round. And I may soon falter again, but this world can't hold me down. Gave up all that I am, searching for my place in time. Saving face from mistakes in the life I left behind. I followed these paths that by blazing these trees they freed my mind. Like some kind of sculpture I shape, yeah, this world I make it mine. So don't help me now, 'cause I grow stronger. And I'll make you proud. I said I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready to make this world my own. To make this world my own. So cut all the ties. Each day the sun will rise and tear down the lies and open your eyes. Fears are living me. Now I stand on my own, it's these fears that set me free. Depressions, confessions, my mind's own obsessions yearn to breathe. Like some kind of sculpture I shape, yeah, this world, yeah, I see. So don't help me now, 'cause I grow stronger. It's time I fall down, and I'll make you proud. I said I'm ready. Make this world my own. Gonna stand up on my own. Gonna make this world my own. Stand up on my own.
Right, that was This World. I like that song. That's got a nice jam to it. And, you know, Sammy, you and I met a number of years ago.
Yeah.
And we're going to give a shout out to our mutual friend, Adam Fuller, who left William & Mary and went over and revolutionized the financial industry in Vietnam.
Yeah.
That's still the biggest surprise of that year.
Yeah.
But he has done so well over there, and I think he'd be proud of us working together today.
Hey, it's been since then.
You know,
absolutely.
we are streamable worldwide, so I hope maybe he might be listening.
I'll make sure
can you say anything in Vietnamese to him?
No,
I can't
not.
either.
Yeah.
So I can't impress anyone with that. But you know, the first time that I heard Sammy, he had told me about you a long time before I actually met you. And the first time I actually heard you sing, you were actually in Williamsburg, and I was in Richmond.
Really?
Because that's a very powerful voice. I heard you all the way in Richmond. As a little joke there.
Yeah, I was like, wait, did you? Oh, I get it now.
I heard you in Richmond. Yeah. Sometimes them musicians take
It
a
all
while to
comes from
catch
here,
up.
man. You know. Yeah.
That's true. Now tell me about your songwriting process. Where do the ideas come from? Does the lyric come first, the idea, or the music? What do you get?
So it depends. Sometimes it strikes like lightning, and I can get it all done. A lot of times it's me sitting and mindlessly picking something on the guitar, and I fall into something that I really enjoy, or I'm inspired by another song that I heard or an idea.
Sure.
And then I kind of play with it, and I'm like, well, I don't want to copy that, but like I kind of like that style. Let me see if I can pull that and wrap it into what I do. I'm really, big into a lot of dissonant kind of stuff, a lot of minor stuff, and the stuff that naturally is easy for me to sing. It turns out to be a little more like outlaw country, bluesy, R&B-ish, depending on which direction I go with it. But these guys have opened me up to a lot of different styles that I didn't really think that I was capable of singing.
Awesome.
And surprisingly, I can.
Always nice to stretch and grow. Paul, what's the next song? I understand this is one of your tunes.
Yeah, this one's called the Kansas City Rag.
Yeah? Okay, well, let's hear it.
All right.
I can't wait.
It gets so hard when I think about what may have been, but now it's too late to start again, and that don't change not one thing. Kansas City, I wish I didn't miss you. I wish I didn't think about you. I hope you're happy, I hope you're healthy, hope you're as pretty as the day you left me, standing all alone in Kansas City. City, I wish I didn't miss you. I wish I didn't think about you. I hope you're happy, I hope you're healthy, hope you're as pretty as the day you left me, standing all alone in Kansas City. Time out, stop and tell you just how much I think about you. You said that time would quench fires. All the time's taught me is proof that you're a liar. Kansas City, I wish I didn't miss you. I wish I didn't think about you. I hope you're happy, I hope you're healthy, hope you're as pretty as the day you left me, standing all alone in Kansas City. City, I wish I didn't miss you. I wish I didn't think about you. I hope you're happy, I hope you're healthy, hope you're as pretty as the day you left me, standing all alone in Kansas City.
Kansas City Rag, and that is the way back. I enjoyed featuring you guys today. This has been a lot of fun, so thank you for coming. Sammy, I hope y'all will come back, and I wish you great success with this band.
Oh yeah, one more thing. We have one more member that we forgot about, Jesse. He's not in the country right now, but he'll be back soon. So we have one more element to add to this.
Well, we are out of time, unfortunately, so we got to get off the air. But thank you to Culture Fix. I have enjoyed every minute of this, and I'm sure I'll be seeing you guys somewhere soon.